So get this, after yesterday's win over the New York Giants, the 49ers have 4 of the top 7 defensive tackles in the NFL as far as generating pressures through their first 3 games. Javon Hargrave leads the league. He's tied with Dexter Lawrence, who we saw wreaking some havoc for the New York Giants against the 49ers last night. Then there's Javon Kinlaw, and then there's Eric Armstead. All 3 of those guys are in the top 7. 13 pressures for Javon Hargrave, who had a sack last night. 10 pressures for Javon Kinlaw, and 9 pressures for Eric Armstead. And yesterday, Javon Kinlaw in the locker room said, you know what, I'm just sitting here trying to absorb as much as I can from Javon Hargrave and from Eric Armstead. A rising tide lifts all boats. And this is especially remarkable because last season, the 49ers only generated 3 sacks total all season from their defensive tackles, from all of them. This year, they have 4 of the top 7 interior rushers in the league to begin the season. I know they played one more game than everybody except for Dexter Lawrence on that leaderboard, but the point still remains. You guys saw the game last night. The 49ers were absolutely dominant on the interior, and this is what makes them better as a defense, and they're already the #1 defense in the NFL last year. They did that with anemic pressure from the inside, and Bosa still had 18.5 sacks. Well, now you still have Bosa, now you got good you have good edge setters like Cleveland Farrell, Kerry Hyder on the outside. You have Drake Jackson rushing the passer from the other edge position, but you have a monstrous interior. Pressure up the gut is what can really screw quarterbacks up. We know that, having watched the 49ers in 2020, right, when they were down on their 4th string center. There's nothing you could do about pressure right up the middle if it's as explosive as, say, the Javon Hargrave sack against Shane Lemieux and the Giants last night. So, I mean, this is significant stuff. The 49ers are cooking with gas right now. Javon Kinlaw is finally healthy. That's been the key. A lot of people just didn't understand this guy needed to be healthy, and now he is. He says he tries to emulate Eric Armstead's game. They have similar length, right? Armstead is 6'7", Kinlaw probably 6'5", 6'6". Just prodigious size, trying to use that length to be able to rush the passer with effectiveness from the interior. We saw the 5 down lineman sets for the 49ers last night. Javon Kinlaw has earned his way into the party. The Sharks up front, right, on 3rd downs. Nick Bosa, Javon Hargrave, Eric Armstead, Drake Jackson, and on a handful of snaps, Javon Kinlaw joined them. There's a downside to doing that, potentially. Got 1 fewer guy in coverage. But if you could set up those 5 one-on-ones with the 5 down linemen, and those guys win their one-on-ones, and Trent Williams explained it to me. He said, you know, 3 of those guys are going to win their one-on-ones 100% of the time. The other 2 are going to win their one-on-one 60% of the time. I like our odds. Well, if those guys win, the back end's job is easier. And hell, the back end, they showed up in a meeting yesterday with Monday was the meeting. Yesterday was the execution. They showed up in a meeting on Monday with Steve Wilkes, the defensive coordinator, who told them, you guys are going to be playing man this week. We're going to tighten the screws on this coverage so the guys up front can eat. So what an expression of trust and faith in the defense yesterday. The 49ers playing more man than they ever have and dialing up 5-man defensive fronts. The combination of the 2, that's trust and personnel. That's why the #1 defense in the NFL is getting even better. All right. Big day of coverage. I've already started one of the videos. The article is already up too. That's on the 49ers man coverage and the defensive fronts. And, well, we got some live videos. We've got a lot of breakdowns to go. The 49ers are 3-0. They're moving on to the Cardinals, and they have a long weekend to savor this win over the Giants. Good morning from Dolores Park. We will see you all very soon.